Good morning, everyone. We're just waiting on everyone to join right now, and then we'll get started here in a couple minutes. So Baris, we'll give it one more minute, and then we'll go ahead and start. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. Baris, I think we better get going. These guys have been sitting here for 5 minutes.
Will we be waiting or?
No, we're ready to go. So,
Okay.
hello, everybody. Welcome to our second Works with Nx webinar. Today, we're going to be talking to Tyronic AI about their product NVRBox, which is a health monitoring application for network optics and NX Witness and powered by NX systems out there. So online with me today, I have Baris. Baris, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, Tony. Hello, everyone from Istanbul, Turkey. This is Baris Genc from Tyronic AI, AI Solutions Manager.
So you're going to be giving us an overview of NVRBox today.
Yes, definitely.
And Baris is going to be running the presentation from, where are you at right now? Istanbul, Turkey?
Istanbul, right.
Istanbul, Turkey. Very multicultural place. If you haven't been, I recommend going and checking it out. So, Baris, we're all here and we're listening to you. Oh, one thing for you guys that are attending, there's a question and answer section of Zoom webinars, which you guys feel free to ask any questions there. I'm going to be watching that during the presentation, and I'll ask Baris the questions as they come in. So feel free to ask questions, and we're ready to go. Over to you, Baris.
First of all, we are very grateful that Network Optix is providing us this opportunity. Yes. We believe that AI will replace the old systems in the near future. That's why we have founded Tyronic AI in 2018 to produce solutions that include AI. Our aim is to develop AI-based solutions that world needs.
So, Baris, when you say AI, right? Can you tell us a little bit more about which technology you use?
Right now, NVRBox doesn't have an AI method in itself, but later on, it will have, because we will predict the failures before it occurs.
So right now, NVRBox doesn't have deep learning applied to it, but you guys are going to be using basically an AI or deep learning driven algorithm to train it to recognize anomalous behavior and predict equipment failures based off of based off of errors you've seen.
Based on disk errors, based on camera errors, because some manufacturers is better than others, and you will see while using our product.
Gotcha. So that's your long-term plan for the Tyronic AI. Are you guys looking to do mainly monitoring and health monitoring, or are you guys also going to be exploring like other types of deep learning driven algorithms like video analytics?
Maybe later on, not on our roadmap. But it can be.
Okay, so it's not on your roadmap right now. So you're really focused on the health monitoring. Is that right?
Because it is needed. Someone need to develop a software, and this software is needed to monitor the systems of surveillance.
I got you. All right. So next, let's go to the next slide.
Okay. We have lots of experience on software development. Because of that, we started NVRBox project. This project is ensure that a firm reimburses the heavy investments that are made into their surveillance system. This approach eventually gave us the opportunity to create the NVRBox solution. NVRBox establishes a secure connection between you and your surveillance system. Every device that opens to the internet poses a huge risk, and that's why NVRBox takes this risk and creates a safe control point for you. That's why we said combine cybersecurity and surveillance systems in a single application. It tracks the performance by KPIs. Just taking information from all around the NVR or DVR network. Is there any question about that, about cybersecurity?
Well, so the cybersecurity angle of it, you're saying that it makes it makes it easier to monitor your systems by like you guys can create a separate connection to your health monitoring. How does that work? Can you explain more about that?
There's a slide later on. Think that the NVR server is behind, can be open to internet, and this is a huge risk for everyone. It can be very dangerous. We put a layer called NVRBox. You can monitor your systems, and NVRBox is open to internet, and it becomes a layer between open internet and your system.
Okay, so if you're basically if you're on a private network, right? And you have in order for you guys have an on-premise solution that you install that monitors the NVRs on that private network. Is that right?
Yes, it can be done because there's a standalone version, there's a cloud version. In the standalone version, you can directly install this NVRBox into your data centers, and if you open NVRBox to the internet, you can manage, you can monitor your systems directly from internet, not compromising your security.
I got you. So in that case, when you're talking about cybersecurity, you're talking about putting an on-premise solution on your private network, and then connecting the NVRBox to monitor the health of your system.
Also, in the cloud solution, if you give permission to our IP addresses, our IP addresses, and decline all other IP addresses, also we can manage your system too. There is a question, is it the same as Nx merge function? Could you
No, don't worry about that, Baris. I'll get to the questions later on.
Okay.
So basically, NVRBox is an application you install, allows you to do health monitoring. You can do it on premise. You can do it with a private cloud application, or you can do it as a cloud application where it connects to an Nx Witness system that's already cloud available. It's already available on the internet, and then you can monitor that system, right?
Yes.
Okay. So why did you guys create this solution? Who was it, for a project or for a specific customer?
There was a customer. We are still negotiating with them. There's a request I'm needing about this kind of problem, because they have lots of Nx server and they are not able to monitor them.
They're not able to monitor the health of them right now in as much detail as they'd like, right?
Yeah, definitely.
This customer has how many servers?
900.
900 servers. So it's really like a way to monitor the health of the hardware devices that the Nx Witness system is running on. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you guys also look at the health of the cameras and devices that are connected to the Nx Witness system as well, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So for Nick, you asked the question, is it the same as the Nx merge function? No, this is not about merging the system or making it accessible via the internet. It's more about the monitoring the health. So tracking errors, like I think Baris has in the presentation here, tracking errors for disks, licenses, hardware, showing near real-time performance data for RAM and CPU. It supports all types of NVRs because it's connecting. When it connects to our system, you're basically using our server API, right?
Yes, definitely.
And you're making server API calls to pull information back about our system, what devices it's installed upon, what operating system architecture, how many hard drives there are, what are the number of cameras that are connected. Do those cameras are they actively recording Are there licenses associated with that camera? All that type of information, right?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Okay. And like we said earlier, you said it was cloud-based or on-premise, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then, let's go to the next slide then.
Okay. NVRBox is securing your investment. This is very important because you have some lots. I mean, many companies open their surveillance system completely to the internet in order to easily monitor different types of surveillance system. This is a great risk. NVRBox takes this risk and helps you to
Mitigate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
don't worry, Baris. Just so everybody knows, English is not obviously not Baris's native language, so
I'm very sorry about that.
That's all right, dude.
I have some notes, but it's a bit confused.
That's all right.
Sorry.
So you're saying the main benefit of NVRBox is basically securing your hardware investment. Is that right?
Definitely. You have risk about maybe it's a thief situation, maybe a customer complaining situation. Kind of situations can be occurred. Because of that you build a surveillance system, you put lots of money to build it, and if something happened to that surveillance system and the accident occurs, if you go back and search in your history of your video, of your system, if you don't see anything, you made the investment and you get nothing. It's a huge risk.
So basically, you guys are trying to expose like the history of the devices, right? So you can basically say, okay, this brand camera that I have out there, I've got 900 servers, right? I've got maybe there's 9,000 cameras connected to those servers, right?
Definitely.
So in that situation, it's hard to figure out if you're the service provider or you're the end user, you know, which cameras are giving you the most problems or which computing hardware may have stability issues. But also if someone does do like a cyber attack on your system, you'll be able to see the signs of that cyber attack and maybe understand what happened that took down the system to begin with.
You can see.
All right. So it's basically, this is the main, you're saying this is the main benefits of integrating NVRBox is monitoring your devices, making sure that you have an insight into what goes wrong if something goes wrong, right?
Definitely.
And then I see down here you have another one, which is the NVRBox can be customized to meet an end user's requirements.
Yes, not in cloud solution, but in standalone solution, we can customize it. I just want to add something. We are talking about 900 servers, but think that you have only 20 or 10 servers. You have to put someone to track this system. You can make alerts. You can get the alerts by email, but eventually you need someone to track these errors and do something. But if you use NVRBox, you will be notified if there is an error, if there is a warning, if there is a broken device, you will be noticed.
Gotcha. So it's just really about that awareness about your system's health, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's go to the next slide.
Okay. So we have a demo.
Yep. So I think this is what everybody wants to see.
I think this is also in the our YouTube channel, also in my.networkoptics.com. You can see this video. Later on, I will do the real demo.
Okay.
Okay. Let's continue with this. First of all, we register the system. It sends confirmation email. We confirm it. Then our account becomes active, and we log in to the system, as you see.
So is this on the? This is on the cloud, right?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Everyone can see that. This is, as you see, all things are empty. We need to fill in the system. There's a hierarchy in the system. There must be at least one organization with at least one brand connected to at this organization. And finally, you must have an NVR or DVR server connected to at least one brand. This is very important. Also, adding a server, you have to choose the NVR type. It's very important. I hidden some fields. And as you see, this is the area of the camera and the snapshots. This is a quick demo. Later on, we will do the real demo.
All right. So
okay, let's go on.
Let's go to the real demo.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. That's all right. Just escape.
Sorry for that. This one. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Can you see the NVRBox.com?
Yep.
Okay. First of all, we need to log in the system. Also, I just want to show something in the system. Everyone asking me about that. We support 100% support Nx Witness. Also, there is Nx powered products. We support them too. I want to mention it. So log in our system. I want to begin with the system. There's an account page. The first tab contains account information. You can change it. This information is very important. For example, text ID, your address, your name, because we need to this information for invoicing. This is the tab. This tab is license. The license is automatically updated according to your status. In the free account type, the first server check is free for a limited time. In the payment section, there is a coupon site. At the moment, we can only support the bank transfer, but soon the credit card option will be available. Payment by the bank transfer will be on an annual basis, and monthly annual will be by credit card later. When you do the bank transfer, a coupon code will be provided. When you, with this coupon, you will be able to activate the system. For example, I want to show it. The coupon code a bit. It's all already done.
So for everybody on this webinar right now, do you offer a demo license that they can use?
If they contact me, I will provide a coupon code for all of them.
All right, guys. So that's the benefit of being on here.
I will later on say the email, but we can say it now. info@nvrbox.com is our email channel. You can write your requests, everything to that email address. Then the organizations, you can add any organization, test 32, for example. Then brands, you can add brands.
So in organizations, right? Who would that typically be? Would that be like an end user, or would that be like a integrator?
Anyone can be. For example, think that you have multi-brands. For example, Volkswagen AG, for example. They have brands Audi, Volkswagen, Skoda. These are the brands, and brands have dealers, for example. Dealers can be the sources.
Okay.
You don't have to use this kind of
But I guess my question is, Baris, sources, brands belong to organizations, or brands are independent?
Shouldn't be independent right now.
Okay, so brands belong to organizations and sources belong to brands?
And sources belongs to brands.
Gotcha. So you can kind of use those three different designations however you'd like. So if you're an integrator and you want to offer this as a service to all your customers, or you want to buy this software so that it helps you do better service for your customers that are running Nx Witness systems, then you could put your different customers as different organizations. Is that right? Or you could put them as different brands. It's totally up to you. Is that right? And
Yes.
if you're a distributor and you're selling this service to your integrators who are then selling it to their customers, well, then you could be, you could have those integrators be organizations or brands, and you could be the organization, right? And downstream from them could be sources. I mean, basically, those are the three different levels you have to determine how you organize the systems that are connected, right?
Yes.
There's no specific, they're just the three top level kind of designations. Okay.
Right now, there's two user types. You can be an admin or a user, but later on you can make lots of user types. For example, you have a organization named A organization admin can be different, user can be different, only see that organization. I want to add something in sources part. These fields are not you cannot write anything in here in this place. This information directly come from the server, and you can track your system also from this field.
So those fields are auto-populated when you connect a server. Is that
yes,
right?
Definitely.
So right now you're connecting. When you say source, you mean like a server. Is that right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Source name is the name of you gave.
Any name you want, right?
You can write anything like test,
Gotcha.
but the system name is the Nx name.
Right. It's coming from the API call.
Yes. And also your NVR license will be in here, and your version will be here. In IP part, you can write your IP like that, or you can write abc.hello.com.
So it can be a IP address or a URL, right?
Definitely, but
So
you shouldn't use this
you don't need to use
HTTPS.
the HTTP headers. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Port can be different. Usually we use
7001.
7001.
So if
But
your NX
it can
witness
be,
system has been configured to run on a different port, you need to put that port here,
yes.
right?
You can use, you must use that server username. You must use that password, and you must select the NVR type. Then you must select any brand. If you don't want the system check your system, you can save the system with disabled. When you enabled it, it will check your system directly.
Seems simple enough.
Is it okay?
Yeah. So do you want to show us one that's actually connected? So if you click on the NX demo system right there, right?
Yes, NX demo.
If you click on that, can we see it?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can see here we've got the public IP address of the NX Witness demo system server. It's been set up.
Password is hidden.
Yeah, don't worry about
that. Security.
Yep. And then there's sorry, go back again. So in the demo system, I went ahead and created a special username for NVRBox because I gave it permission so that it could see the cameras but not administrate everything. So it can make API calls. And then you've got the NX brand, and then it's enabled right now. And it was last updated on December 11th at 3:28, right? All
yes.
right. So save that. Yeah, make sure we don't ruin anything. Yeah.
Okay, everything is okay.
Yep.
We may continue.
Yep.
Okay, there's this user part, as you see. This can be important or not, but when we need to contact you, we will need this information.
You got my role wrong. I'm a marketing director, not a CEO.
For example.
Okay, for example.
There's our summary page.
So this is your dashboard.
Dashboard, we can say. Dashboard of the summary. Enables data shown in the detail on the other pages to be displayed on a single page in here. This page contains hardware such as storage, cameras, CPU, etc., and errors information. It will refresh in every 30 seconds, but it can be changed.
Default is it refreshes every 30 seconds. How often does it check the server's health? Every 30 seconds?
This is this data directly comes from our SQL server. I mean our database.
Right.
Not checking your system. Your system's checking period is minimum cycle is 5 minutes.
Okay.
Maximum cycle can be different.
So you can set it based off of how often you want to check.
Every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes is default.
Yeah, definitely. As you see, there is a chart. You can see the RAM, CPU, and the hard disk usage. This is something like not the free space.
And so this dashboard right now, it shows all the connected systems information. Is that right?
Yes. And you can see daily errors. As you see, there is a storage too slow error in today. There's a weekly errors. There's a no license for camera errors occurred in this week. There's a monthly errors you can see. This is the only summary. This is the all total used space, and this is the free space.
The numbers there on that, are they in terabytes, gigabytes? What's the
gigabytes?
gigabytes. This system you have connected right now has
25 terabytes.
25 terabytes. All right, gotcha.
There's a performance page. In this page, you can see some performance KPIs, maximum CPUs of 5 NVRs or DVRs. We can add other kind of DVRs. We are still working on it. Just need to maybe refresh. Okay, it came. On the NVR side, we can add different kind of KPIs. Just our customers, we need our customers requesting this information.
So this is part of the customizable part of the software?
It can be customized. If most of the customers in the cloud request a special kind of KPI or dashboard or a page or a feature, we can code it and add to our system as a feature. Just need someone, some customers request it.
Gotcha. So what am I looking at here on the NVR response time? What can you tell me from that graph?
For example, there is a something happen in 9 a.m. in the morning. This is the time of UTC. There's a wave in the response times. Something happened in your system, And
this is response time is the time it takes for the API call to be returned, the information that you requested to be returned, right? So you're showing me that at 9 a.m. it took, is that 81, what is that, seconds?
It's seconds.
Okay, right. So it took 81 seconds for you to get the information back from the system.
Average is 30 seconds, but at that time it goes to 81, but also it comes to 28. It is fluctuated because of something.
Right, so you're looking at, you're doing an API call, you're getting back information, you're looking at the minimum response time and the maximum response time before you get the information that you requested. And then that is an indicator for you as to whether or not the system health is good because it's responding correctly. So if you notice that it takes a long time or you're getting really fast response rates, then you know that maybe it's not performing the way it should be performing. Something's influencing the performance of the system.
That could be, you're right.
Okay. Okay.
Right now there is 4 errors in the system. 2 camera is online. It means it's not recording. 2 camera is offline because of something. And there is 17 camera is right now licensed. And it means that it's recording. Let's check out the camera site. There's also a chart here. You can see that there is 18 recording cameras that time, and you can see the offline and online cameras. As you see, these cameras are seen online. It means when you log on to that system and these cameras, you can see there is something, but it's not recording. Maybe it is because of you don't want to record this stream, or there's something happened in your license. Also, we give some information, make ID of the camera, its model, vendor, and the status. and you can see the detail of it. We have everything about the camera, but we want our customers request it. Which information do you want to see?
So you've got more information than's being presented right now about the system. Is that
Yes.
right? So you can customize it to add additional information. That's what I'm hearing.
Definitely, no problem. We gather every information, but we want our customers to request it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So that's cameras. So cameras basically is your full list and allows you to look at the status of each individual camera, right?
Yeah.
And now you're on snapshots.
These are the snapshots. If you want to see the one of your Nx server in just glance, I mean, just you want to see is everything okay? You can see from this page. It can be customizable. If our customers ask different kind of things, we can do in this section.
So the snapshots, how often are they refreshed here?
Every 5 minutes.
So whenever the NVRBox makes a general request, every 5 minutes it grabs new thumbnails, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. So there's a page called storages. You will see information of your storages. As you see, the total space, use space, is it local or network, reserved space, free space, and you can see the whole information in the chart. There's an also historical chart. If there is a fluctuation, for example, this storage can be burned or something happen, it is not accessible. Because of that, you will see this kind of chart and you will understand there's a problem in that storage. As you see, we have the storage ID, but we don't have who is the vendor, what is the model of that storage. We just give the storage ID in storage section.
Yep.
And also there's an error section. If an error occurred, you can get this information by clicking the all data. You can see in Excel format all the data in different pages. When you tick, you will get the information in Excel format. You can see the when the error occurred and the source, for example, the organization brand and the source name. You will see what is the type of the error, what is the explanation of the error. You can see and you can track it. Also, there's always 4 errors in the whole time. This is the system, I can say. Is there any question about the system?
Any of you guys have questions out there about how the NVRBox works? So we check. I think it's pretty straightforward, Baris. So I think everybody kind of gets it. All right.
So before making a decision, we recommend you to test NVRBox. Within minutes, you will see the status of your entire system. For a short period of time, users will be able to check their first NVR for free. You may also request a demo from us. NVRBox requests, demo requests. For any questions, you can contact us at info@nvrbox.com. Also, I want to mention again, please follow our page for the currently supported NVRs and DVRs list.
So how long, I got a question, Baris. How long did it take you guys to develop this once you began working on it?
1 year.
It took a year.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of working with the Nx API, how do you guys feel about that?
It is very powerful API, I can say, because you give lots of information with that API. It is very powerful API, I can say.
So,
according to other APIs.
So you guys right now, I mean, how long has the product been being used by customers? When did the product launch?
Product launch a month ago, but
1 month ago.
1 month ago.
So this is a brand new product.
Definitely, we have most of our potential customers ask standalone version. Right now, we are making some POCs with other companies, other NVRs. In passing days, our cloud system will be mature. Just waiting new customers in our system.
Sure. For the local system, I have a different question. Let's say you have a customer that wants to brand it as their own brand because they're managing a lot of different customers. Is that something you guys are open to do?
Yeah, we need to talk.
Okay.
Just directly contact us and we can talk with them.
So it's an opportunity.
Also we are looking for partners in all the world because in the standalone version you need to be local in any country. It will be very powerful.
Yeah. How much does it cost per NVR per year?
It changes. In standalone version, it's for 1 NVR checking for per year is starting with about $119.
US dollars.
US dollars.
So it's about $15 a month.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. But you guys are flexible with pricing if you have a larger number of NVRs?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically everybody can contact you at info@NVRBox for a quotation. Is that right?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I think I don't have any more questions. If anybody out there has any questions, we are now on the question and answer section. But it's a pretty straightforward solution. So if you don't have questions, it's perfectly fine as well. So we'll wait like a minute or two because we're coming up on our hour. And then we'll let you guys all jump offline if there are no questions. Baris, you guys have a longer, you said you're going to be able to support additional NVRs. Do you have any brands of the NVRs you guys are looking at?
Right now, in our POC, we are trying to add Hikvision NVR, Dahua based solutions, DVRs. One of our customers concerned about the storages. And most of CMSs of DVRs just giving some information about the camera only. Just you can see or you cannot see. But we can also take this information from that DVRs.
So a lot of the embedded NVR and DVR guys, the cheap and cheerful guys like Dahua and Hikvision, right?
Yeah. And in every day, we will be adding more. First of all, we will add directly to our cloud, then the standalone version.
Gotcha. So everything in the future will be cloud first development, and then
also, sorry, I want to mention this NVR cloud version right now runs in US, but if your customer for example, in Japan, we can establish a nearest cloud, and we can install our system in that cloud too.
Gotcha. Same with Europe, of course, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right, Baris. Well, I don't see any questions coming in, so thank you for introducing NVRBox and telling us about how it works with NX. For all you guys out there, if you're interested in the NVRBox product, please reach out to Baris. Get yourself a demo coupon and give it a go and provide them feedback. I mean, I know as a young software company, it's always important to get partners to try out the solution and provide you feedback. So for any of you guys that are out there right now, at the very least, you guys could download it, give it a shot, and tell Baris what you do and don't like about it. I remember I started talking to Baris, but about a year and a half ago, Baris, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And Baris was interested in our API. He was contacted by one of our partners in Turkey that does Tab Foods, which is a very large project for many different retail and food outlets. And Baris has really made a lot of progress pretty quickly in terms of creating a product out of that request from this customer. So to me, it just shows the power of like how the NX API and everything works, and how motivated developers out there can really create kind of unique solutions around what we're doing over here. So I really appreciate it, Baris. And it is now almost 10 o'clock at night in Istanbul, right?
7 p.m.
Oh, not that bad then. Okay.
Yeah.
I was off by 2 hours. So, all right. We'll let Baris get back to the rest of his evening. And thank you guys for attending, who have attended. And
thank you.
That is all. Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Baris.